Good afternoon. Welcome to the Sandstone series. Presentation skills is the first of a series of presentations designed to help you guys pick up skills acquisition in those soft skill areas on the peripheries of what you do on a daily basis. When we talk about presentation, the first question we have to ask ourselves is, what is a presentation? I suspect all of you watching this video clip have been subject to PowerPoint slide 142 with a presenter talking to you about inspiration, motivation and leadership. Probably with a slide with so many words on it you can't read any of it at all. Well, that may be the traditional form of presentation. Every single time you walk into a room, send an email, introduce yourself, put a presentation together or answer the phone, you are in reality presenting. In order for your presentation to be really effective, it's vital that it's authentic. Every form of presentation that you deliver, every time you speak, everything you wear and everything you do must be authentic to the messaging it is that you're trying to deliver. Therefore, your email must reflect your presentation style. Your introduction at network meetings must be in a similar style and manner to that of the message that you're trying to deliver. Think about a PowerPoint presentation that you may have delivered recently or any other form of formal presentation. I'd like you to ask yourself, why am I doing this presentation? Do that now. I'm prepared to wager that the answer you came up with was at least a paragraph long, fairly waffly, and probably involved an awful lot of adjectives. I want you to think about using just one word. When you put a presentation together, you should be able to ask yourself the question, why am I doing this presentation? And the answer should be one word: to motivate, to inspire, to educate, to inform. Once you've answered the question and you've come up with your one word as a purpose for why you're giving this presentation, what I want you to do is go back through that presentation. Look at every slide, every email, every soundbite you're about to give and ask yourself, does that contribute or support the one word that I've selected for my presentation? Let's use inspiration as an example. Go back through your presentation and ask yourself, does every single slide in my presentation somehow support the theme inspiration? Do pie graphs inspire you? If not, get rid of them. Does your message clear and concise and therefore inspirational? If not, get rid of it or clean it up. Every single aspect of your presentation must reflect or support that one word. Once you've really understood the outcome, the purpose for giving the presentation in the first place, then put yourself in the shoes of the people who are going to be watching or listening to your presentation. Almost sit at the desk. Go through the presentation and ask yourself, what have I physically learned or got out of this particular presentation? If it matches up with the outcomes that you desire from the presentation, and if the whole presentation ties together with a single word, then the chances are that that presentation is going to be impactful, purposeful, and interesting to watch for the audience. What media am I using to deliver it? Am I using videos, PowerPoint, Keynote, Prezi, or Adobe Spark? What venue am I actually using to deliver my presentation? Does the venue and location support the message I'm trying to deliver? If I'm after a quiet, confident, relaxed environment, is the location that my delegates are sitting in achieving that? If I need a more dynamic, formal environment, is the venue that I'm using dynamic and formal? Ask yourself these questions, and where possible, use the venue to support the message and presentation that you're trying to deliver. So if the purpose of your presentation is inspiration or motivation, then maybe you could select a venue something like this. The venue adds to the message that you're trying to deliver and makes the whole thing just that little bit more authentic. So, there's nothing worse than a nervous presenter flapping his notes all over the place. All of a sudden, what happens is the audience are watching the notes in the paper rather than listening to the message that's being delivered. That's not to say you can't use notes, but simply think about the way you're going to use them. There's nothing wrong with A4 or A5 postcards, stiff card that won't flap as you vibrate. or actually simply put them on a lectern or a desk in front of you and come back to them. But make sure you rehearse with them. This is equally frustrating for the audience. So use bullet points, strip it out, write bigger letters and highlight keywords if that's what you need to do.